Okay. Here's a chair. Here's another chair. In this chair sits the professional player. In this chair sits the average immortal player. Look at that gamer. And in this chair sits the immortal player. You don't need your whole team to be these guys to win an immortal, but you need to be this guy. You have to be this guy if you want to hit Radiant. I'm sorry, but you do. If you want to hit Radiant and be lazy, you have to be the most talented dude in the room. And most of you people who are coming for VOD review are not that guy. Which is fine. You can still hit Radiant, but you have to be sweating your ass off. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join my official Discord over at discord.gg/woohoojin. Here you can enter free raffles to win free VOD review live on stream. You can also support me with a premium membership, which unlocks access to private VCT restreams, professional player analysis, shared professional strategy channels, and much more. Enjoy the video. Immortal 1? Damn, Peak Immortal 3 back in episode 4. Okay. This is a lot of flexing. You gotta chill. Your 3 most played are 3 different roles. So I'm gonna write down a note for you, Ivo. This is okay. But I need you to tell me right now, what's your main role and what's your alternate role? You gotta pick right now. Initiator and Sentinel? Okay. If I see a single game on your match history moving forward from this date that's controller or duelist, I will not VOD review you because I will consider you not caring enough about ranking up to Radiant. Does that make sense? What if your goal is to improve and not rank up? Then what? Well, those are the same thing. If you want to improve fast as you can, you should play one role. And if you're immortal and up, you can flex to one other role. That's fine. Also, the advice I give is generally very role specific. So it's very frustrating if I VOD review somebody on like Jet and I tell them to play more entry and they come back a week later with a Omen VOD or a Viper VOD. And I can't, there's no follow up there, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm going to show you around. First of all, we're almost out of bullets. That's really bad. I'm going to show you around. That's going to make you recognize why you're Immortal 1. Watch how FNS plays his B-hold. And really watch, Ivo. Sit up. Are you ready? Okay.
That guy's lost in the sauce for sure.
Do they have KO or not? No, we're good.
Alright, move down, Katie. They're like playing and shit.
Alright.
Fade B.
I only have one
Oh,
smoke
maybe.
G.
Smoke now.
Keep it the
Smoke,
smoke.
smoke, smoke.
Swarm grenade out.
3 here, 3 here. 4 here.
Placing swarm grenade.
You're leaving or what?
I think
One's
so.
behind the pillar, one's behind the pillar, right here.
Here.
For sure he's there. He doesn't know I know. Yep, Reyna, he's walking up.
Bye. Yeah, running down.
Coming in. Hi.
Swarm grenade out.
I'll break.
I'm gonna flash out there, ready? Two more.
We live.
Both out.
Turret out.
Raze is 50 HP.
Turret down. Spike spotted B.
30 seconds left.
I've crossed. 50, both 50, both 50.
They can't go away.
Go for a 1 body shot, John. Go for a 1 body shot with the sheriff.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
This is the type of player you're going to be facing if you're trying to get to Radiant. Everything is so min-maxed. To the point where he throws his classic on the ground there, so he picks the sheriff up silently. Did you catch that part?
Can't go away.
Go for a 1 body shot, John.
Watch your round.
Placing swarm grenade.
B a lot B. They cut noise. One shooting B long.
Yeah, you don't know what Brim's doing, but look, you can see him this whole time. 20 seconds have passed. Say something to him. How do you silent pick up? If you don't have a gun, Renko, and you grab a gun, then you just grab it. It doesn't make noise. If you have to grab it and it throws a gun on the ground, that makes noise. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here is a man who doesn't want the RR as much as FNS. The drop makes noise still though, right? Yes, but the drop is making noise at a different spot. It's making noise over here. And then he's coming over here, grabbing the sheriff silently and swinging quickly. If instead he'd grabbed the sheriff with noise here and then swung, these guys would have heard noise this side of halls and potentially trained their crosshairs on that angle. It's super micro. And that's the game you have to play if you want to compete with the best players in the world. Which is why I generally recommend people don't try to go to Radiant. Anyways. Yeah, not much I can say about this round other than we chose a bad angle. We committed to holding the site. There was no simple way we could have played around our teammates here. No good plan for that. And we ran out of bullets. We spammed so much. Yeah, FNS's positioning was better. Someone needs to be consistently in Radiant to have a Radiant understanding of the game. No. Conscious decision making and subconscious are different. And in order to reach Radiant, you need to be able to subconsciously make these very accurate decisions in the moment, which requires a lot of practice. This is why most coaches are not Radiant. Like you can even, like Sean Garris, for example, he's immortal. One of the best coaches in the world. Coached 100 Thieves Valorant. It's really difficult to stay this up to date on strategy and put in the time required to reach Radiant.
Yeah, they're pushing it.
That peek's no good. FNS wouldn't take this peek. If he took this peek, he would have jiggled, maybe taken one shot, because it's terrible for a gun. You're effectively throwing your life away by taking that peek. Yeah, most coaches, to be clear, were Radiant. Like I was top 100, but now that I've been taking coaching more seriously and I work a full-time job, I'm not Radiant right now. I plan on going back to Radiant once I can quit my job to demonstrate that I can still reach the rank, but it requires a big time investment.
Spike planted.
Yeah, so we should almost certainly expect a mid lurker on their eco. So I'm curious what we do here. Ivo. Ivo. What are you doing? Don't act like that's so obvious. You're Immortal 1. You don't think that was obvious? As you said, first 6 rounds are a total mess. That's not okay. If you want to get to Radiant, you can't have rounds that are a total mess.
Enemy remaining.
The only rounds you should lose are rounds where they outplay you. This isn't you getting outplayed. This is you making a mistake.
Spike planted.
This is a mistake. You're not getting outplayed. You're blundering. You just hung your queen and they captured it with their bishop. There's no brain versus brain going on here. Respecting the mid lurk because they're on eco? Yes, absolutely. If this weren't an eco round, the mid lurk is still quite likely. However, because it is an eco round, this mid lurk is practically certain. And not clearing it is a huge mistake. Okay, Ivo, this is a genuine question. Consciously speaking, if you had time to think about it, would you become suspicious of a mid lurker given sufficient time to think in this scenario? Like here. Yes, 100%? Okay, perfect. That's the problem. If the answer was no, then it's difficult, really difficult, because that means like your intuition needs honing, and I would just have to tell you to play more games. But you are aware of it, so what I'm telling you is I can't see because you don't have a camera. But in real life, I would bet that you're not sitting like this man is sitting right now. If I had to place bets, this would not be the posture that you're currently in. His eyes laser focused on his monitor, straight up. Only goal is to perform in Valorant. I had to guess that's not you right now. Wait, I want to draw. Look. Okay. Here's a chair. Here's another chair. In this chair sits the professional player. In this chair sits the average immortal player. Look at that gamer. And in this chair sits the immortal player. You don't need your whole team to be these guys to win an immortal, but you need to be this guy. You have to be this guy if you want to hit Radiant. I'm sorry, but you do. If you want to hit Radiant and be lazy, you have to be the most talented dude in the room. And most of you people who are coming for VOD review are not that guy. which is fine. You can still hit Radiant, but you have to be sweating your ass off. Watch. Ace quiet.
Suffolk B.
1B. Jets B long. I don't hear anything A. Jet, go rotate to fade. I'll take up A link. Actually, I'm going to push up A main. I'm taking space. You guys can rotate. I don't see anything A. What's going on B? I don't hear anything A. I'm looking to flank. There's not enough sweat. If you're calling this already sweating, then it's not enough. I'm sorry. This isn't enough. If you want to hit Radiant, this isn't enough. I'm telling you that as the person who's coached many people into the rank.
Spike planted.
This isn't enough. Yeah, with that Killjoy setup, Prey, I would have gone mid as well. I agree. What's this? Would FNS do this? Would FNS do this? This is pain. Yeah. FNS would not do this. Which means you can't do this either. If you want to play against players like FNS. You can't make mistakes like that. They add up. Okay. Let's pretend that that mistake increases your odds of losing the round by 2%. And let's say you make 5 of those mistakes per round. That's 10% effective value you're leaving on the table that FNS does not. And then on top of that, he has better aim. He has better comms. He has better positioning and he has better strategy. It adds up, man. It adds up. Yeah, 2v4, you have a shorty. I can't hate on the peeking mid there at that point. Whoa. Where's our chain? Holy cow.
I can try to set up B, but as I said, we just lose the fights there.
Oh, okay. Please do not calm like this. Don't calm like, oh, I can try to set up B, but as I said, we just lose the fights there. That doesn't help anybody. That doesn't help anyone. Just say, yo, let me try setting up B. I'm gonna try to lock it down. Brim, I want you smoking, and we'll play this crossfire with you close and me back screens. What's the plan? How are we winning the round?
Take a breath now. Release the
We can you get an op next round shot and play B. They're literally just swinging. Okay, do that. I guess it's fine.
Should fight mid. Can you
down.
guys all go mid and fight?
Yeah.
Are we buying? No, right? Yeah.
No, I'm
No, not for next.
I kind of know their plan. This is their eco. Let's go and equal buy. Oh, they won eco. How about that?
There's a mid over here.
Remember,
Why are they
the
playing
weapon
like
is
this, man?
only
I
a
don't know.
tool.
I respect
Shoot.
that.
Shoot.
Can I play A? Can
You
I
have
play
to
here?
think.
Yeah, I'll go mid.
The fight mid always works in this map.
Mm-hmm.
Placing sentry. Placing
I'm
swarm
going to
grenade.
Bava.
Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade. I am with you. We are strong.
Let's watch this round. Because this looks a lot like our A round.
I hear B.
One shot.
That turret spots if they sneak through our onto site as well. See, Beth?
Oh, wait.
You guys leave me A. Leave me A. Just
You see? This is exactly the type of comment I was telling you that you should have made.
back B.
Leave me A, go sack B. Nothing A.
I'm flashing to wall.
Spike planted.
Bot coming.
I
Recalling
can
my
flash through
bot.
again if you want to go through.
I'll flank. Take
This is so deja vu.
weird.
You
Yeah.
should run.
Can you go back hall and spam that if I smoke?
Yeah, try.
Smoked.
You think it? Oh no, I can't. Behind the little
It's fine.
corner.
I have one smoke for bomb. I can't even
Okay,
smoke.
bro. Save. It's impossible.
This dude's calling a save in a 3v4, by the way.
Are you good?
When's the last time you saved him, Rank?
Fade.
Oh, wow.
You didn't even slice the pie, dude. This is deathmatch what you just did here. You just Uber drove, put your crosshair here, and looked to flick onto him. And then you died and you're surprised. Like, oh, they got 5 there. No, you got to understand, Renko, the reason I'm down to go watch round 8 when he says he's playing better is because he's not playing better. I know this for a fact. I've seen enough VODs. What does happen is he gets kills. And your brain associates kills with playing better. But that's not true. Your bad habits don't just disappear for certain rounds when you get kills. It just happens that it works out.
Running back, one.
Yeah. This is a good example of your bad habit showing again. You can't clear this like this. If they were like up here right now and you died, you would have been like, yeah, but I get better later in the game. But because they're not here and you don't die, you don't realize that you just made such a terrible mistake. Yeah, this angles is really bad. You're really one and done, and you don't have anybody to play off of you. So if they end up peeking mid here, and the only time they would is 2 conditions. The bomb's planted and it's a late mid lurker, in which case this is fine. There's 1v1. Or the bomb's not planted and they're doing a 2-3 split, in which case this angle's really bad. And because the bomb's not planted right now, there's only one option that's viable in this scenario, which is you get peeked by multiple people. Or of course you don't get peeked at all, which is fine.
Oh, what?
So you know this guy's coming. You're worried about B-Link as well. So why don't we like back up towards the doors a bit, isolate this fight, play off some cover. I just don't like it. You're giving him cover advantage. Again, we're Uber driving. We're full Uber driving flowers right now. Do you see? Dugout is a bit better, but it's still Uber drive. Like you're not stopping at any point.
That's how you...
Man, we win the game like this? I can't believe you gave this spoiler. Ooh, is this Stinger meta? I'll listen to the call.
3-4s.
Yeah, pocket. Just go through mid. Go through connector, smoke. Smoke link right here.
Okay, I like the idea. I don't like presentation. I don't know if we're making noise, if we're contact exploding. Where do we go after connector? If we're smoking there, are we going like after B-Link? Sorry. So you asked for a smoke here. Okay. So let's say we go doors and we kill one here. Now what? Are we pushing through our smoke? Are we pushing connector? Where do we go from connector? I think it's a bit too up in the air for my liking. Yeah. The plan isn't fleshed out. I don't know where we're trying to finish. That's like a good rule of thumb. Okay, we are making noise. Interesting. Okay. Okay. We're death ball.
Only have 1 smoke. I'm smoking dugout.
Hey, I like this pathing.
Maybe
We got lucky.
we should, yeah.
This pathing's really good.
Put a push on main.
Oh, you are lost. Yeah. So at this point, you need to basically pick a buddy and hug them, or you need to start pushing and have a buddy hug you. And our Brimstone ends up going gung-ho, and we're super far from him. He gets 1 fight. He gets 2 fights. He gets 3 fights.
Spawn.
Nice go. That's your no knowledge of the Pearl map? No, that's you not playing with a teammate. Right now, you're not with anybody. This has nothing to do with Pearl. You're just Killjoy right now. Okay, interesting. A B rush.
Holding your back.
I don't dislike the spam. I would not fight the fast flankers alone with a bulldog. I need these guys to come back and help me. Because you're about to donate a bulldog. Oh no, you got lucky. This is probably why you said that you felt better in the second half. This decision making is really bad. You just happened to kill 3.
All five.
Enemy remaining.
Wait, 1's back. They're just playing default.
Yeah, everything about this hit is all wrong, man. We're getting so lucky. So watch. Do you remember that round when you were holding art and I was like, oh, this is no good because in the event that they swing you, it'll be 2 of them because the bomb's not down yet. You're playing here and holding. I told you this was bad. You're making the same type of mistake on offense here. Watch your fade. Okay. This is like having one person push showers on bind on an A hit. It's a very common mistake, but it's a mistake nonetheless. You pretty much put the whole round in her hands there. If she dies, you lose the round. Almost surely. What should he have done? Let's check.
Yeah, well, do you want to go A or B?
I have Molly line up and ult for A, so if y'all just get it planted.
Right here.
I'll go away.
Maybe one lurk.
Can you bot flank?
If you want, I can lurk up like mid or something.
Right here. You say, Fate, go with Reyna. Let's 2-3 split.
We need
That's what he could have done about it.
the flashes though, right now. Somebody else go. Fade.
Oh, you even have the right idea. So you want to pull Reyna over to you because she has flashes and you tell Fade to go, but you should tell Jet then to go with the Fade. One sec. Look, I always pull up this round. So this is a normal A split from Cloud9. Minus the part where they do a bunch of fancy stuff because they're a pro team. Like they'll peek main after this eye lands. So this guy's calming an eye while he gets peeked and his brain is a bit distracted. But notice there's not a solo mid lurker. Our solo lurker is way over here. And real slow.
Last round, you try doing the same thing. Luckily, Leaf is able to get the pick onto Xander. Penny now pushing forward, wants to get the trade. Nade's gonna try to slow people down, but Xander, as well as the Nightmare, coming out. Curry, or Leaf getting Eppies, but Penny can't hold that down against Mitch. It's just gonna be Vic here, and he can't push against Zeppa. Zeppa
here you can see where like death balled, and we're splitting just our initiator. So Jet should be with her, or you should be with her, or Reyna, or Brim. It doesn't really matter. But we need that second guy if they want to contest our space for the hit. So we get lucky. And I saw a gold player ask earlier why it's like a round loss. In gold, I'm not really going to get mad at you for this play, okay? You have to understand I'm coaching to the rank of the player that I'm VOD reviewing. And this type of play in a gold lobby, calling that you're going to Killjoy ult, take A, and play post-plant with Brim is lit. I'm super happy. In an immortal lobby, no A link control is just too much given up for the post-plant to consistently convert the round.
Sage wall. On the wall.
I like that Molly. They're on eco. I think it's a good play.
Back up.
Unfortunate they just martial menaced your whole team. I would absolutely hunt a fight here. Yeah, I'd take this. Nice try.
Oh, we're ready for that trip though.
Oh.
We can slow walk here and just like fucking rush this guy.
Yep.
Yeah, don't make any noise. Just get ready for that trip though. You saw where he placed it last time.
Somebody come no noise and your jet just goes bloop, bloop. Right at the start of the round, dude. Classic.
He's close, he's close.
Ooh. That's a dilemma. That's a dilemma right there. I probably want to break the wall, but I can understand why you wouldn't as well.
One push there. One push there.
Face your fear.
This is why not breaking the wall can come to bite us. They know our location because they know we haven't pushed past the wall. You're also training your crosshair somewhere. It doesn't make sense. I don't think they could be here unless Jet updrafted maybe. Ooh. We should try to have one person plan to break that eye. Okay. This is, I bet you see this and you always question it when you watch Radiant gameplay. You see a Viper ult come down and then you like always see them push it. And you go, why? Why did they just push the Viper ult? And right here, I'd probably push the Viper ult. And let me try to explain. The Viper ult usually asks a question to the attackers. It says, yo, would you rather push into a Viper ult, which sucks, or would you rather push into like 4 people? That's the question they ask you when they pop the Viper ult. And most people, it's just both bad. Both bad. That's the power of Viper ult. Most people generally prefer to push the Viper ult in that type of scenario. So pushing safe out on an eco? You mean against one? Yeah. As long as it's like buddy system.
Waiting for the orb. Waiting for the orb. Wait.
There's a gap in this orb. Sage is close. Sage is close right up.
Yeah, so I think you need to coordinate with Brim way better. Because now this Killjoy ultimate is going to clear sight. And these smokes are going to have 2 seconds left on each of them. I think it would be a lot better if you ulted first. And then this Brimstone smoked. Like, once your ult has like 2 seconds left. Because then you take control of site and they have to push through the smokes. And this happens like earlier. So I don't like that we're making the same mistake again in this game. And now, as you can see, I've foretold the future. We are trying to hit A now with no smokes.
I'm so bad. 67.
Where's our FNS VOD? Yeah. Let's watch some offense from this guy.
Yoru, can you... Okay, listen. Our Astra's gonna put a star down here last second. Actually, not last second, like 2 seconds into the round. This guy's gonna be here. Just flash him and rush him. He won't be able to get away.
I like someone else's skin. I don't like this skin.
Sam, put the star down in like 2 seconds after the round barrier.
You guys all got, yeah.
Just, and then, Jack, can you walk with me? Come with me.
Time to jump. Time out.
Go, flash.
I'm a little late. Second.
We can get go
Just keep walking in. It's fine. It's fine.
And now this is a micro thing. The reason he tells her to keep walking in, it's fine, is because in a Radiant lobby, he knows this guy shouldn't be solo holding because that's a really bad decision. And Radiant players don't do that. High Radiant players, they're not that dumb. Now, dumb isn't the right word. It's like intuitively they know that. They might not even be like smart, but they won't do this. Their play is really efficient.
3.
We're flanking. Keep going, chat. I'm baiting you full.
Everybody's flower. 1 pit. 80.
Pit.
Placing alarm bot.
Just walling. I'm walling. Wait for wall.
That guy ran back.
Recalling my
I'm putting mollies on bomb.
Not through
You see everything I talk about. On Pearl, they're trying to plant the bomb in the open for A link control.
Placing swarm grenade.
He called the split to ensure that it wouldn't be one person pushing art.
Swarm grenade.
I flank.
He coordinated the utility for how to take a main. Can optimal play make you overly predictable? Yeah, but only once you're in Radiant. Until you get to like really, really high elo, nobody expects optimal play. Like I'm posting a video today, of course, this Brimstone bind, and multiple times I like predict how the enemy team will play, and they don't mix it up, and you could just beat them. And if they just played optimally, they would have just won the game. You'll see. Nobody goes for these types of reads in lower ranks.
Flank one.
FNS is such a noob.
Flank one. Yes, rifle.
So is those tiny efficiencies? Like you think I'm pointing out
Dude, I had no idea.
like these micro errors where you're like, really? Does it matter that much that we only have one going mid? Yeah, that's the difference. So treat Pearl A attack as bind A main shower split? No. Treat Pearl A attack as Pearl A attack. Watch more Pearl VODs if you don't have a good idea of how to do it. That one round you had, I gave you the corollary, but there's other styles of hitting Pearl that don't apply on bind, such as like the 4A main and 1 mid lurker here strategy where they come real late to deny the plant, or 1 mid lurker here. This is not viable on bind. Bind, you're never going to send 4A short with one guy late showers. It's no good.
Face your fear.
Okay, interesting. So my mind sees this as stalling utility because they threw it so early, which tells me that they're weak on A. That was my read, which is why I wanted to understand your reasoning, Ivo. This fatal comes so early, our team's not even planting yet, which to me says they don't want us to push A. If they had a fatal to defend A and they wanted to use it to get kills, they normally would let you out and wait for you to tap the bomb, and then they would fatal and kill you. So this fatal coming this early is why my intuition felt like Cypher's still here. Like that early fatal is like a one-way smoke. They're trying to stall.
One's probably pushed up.
I'm glad we identified this lapse in understanding.
Oh my god, he's still holding it.
Yeah, and that's why you're surprised.